The Chicago Sky finally replaced Chennedy Carter with Ariel Atkins, and I am using this as my opportunity to extend an olive branch to the Chennedy Carter Brigade. The Ken folk, I believe you guys call yourself. I am taking this as an opportunity to reach out my hand and say greetings.
Chennedy Carter just got the coldest shoulder from Chicago. No breakup text, no farewell, just a swift replacement sign like she never existed. Brutal. Was this a calculated business move or sheer disrespect? Either way, the drama is just heating up. Buckle up.
So Chennedy Carter is a player for nobody right now. Absolutely nobody. She is not playing basketball, and we've now got a situation where we've got one of the 15 best players in the world just not in the league.
Chennedy Carter just got hit with a reality check hotter than a Chicago summer. One that's been brewing for a while. After a season of cheap shots, side eyes, and playing Caitlin Clark's personal antagonist, she now finds herself on the outside looking in. And the Chicago Sky? They didn't just cut ties. They swapped her out faster than a bad Wi-Fi signal. Brutal.
Ariel Atkins is a good guard. She's a solid player. But they had Chennedy Carter that they chose to not re-sign, who was one of the most explosive shooting guards in the league. I put her around 2 or 3. I mean, I'm right now playing with Caitlin Clark. I give Kelsey Mitchell the edge. Right now, I think Chennedy Carter is a better shooting guard than, say, Sabrina Ionescu, Kelsey Plum. So, I mean, she's right up there.
Enter Ariel Atkins, a proven baller, a dependable teammate, and, most importantly, someone who doesn't bring chaos every time she steps on the court. Meanwhile, Chennedy Carter is watching her WNBA future vanish like spilled Gatorade on hardwood. The Sky, they're already moving forward. The fans, completely divided. Some are celebrating like they hit the jackpot, while Carter's diehard supporters are treating this like the biggest injustice since refs started ignoring blatant fouls.
It's a mad one for me, because I'm like, this is, if this was a year ago, fair enough. But the Sky were willing to take her in. And look, I get it, maybe she wasn't the greatest in the locker room, but she was really good at basketball.
Let's be real. Chicago didn't just close the door on Chennedy Carter. They slammed it shut, bolted it, and tossed the key into Lake Michigan. If there was any doubt before, there isn't now. Signing her replacement before she even had a chance to plead her case. That's about as loud and clear as it gets.
Do you have any regrets on how it happened and everything that's happened since then?
I don't have any regrets with anything. I'm going to compete and play 100% hard no matter who it is, like I said, or who we're playing. No, I don't have any regrets.
No surprise here. Carter spent the season playing the villain instead of helping her team. The drama, the attitude, it all added up. Meanwhile, Ariel Atkins arrives in Chicago with zero baggage and the right mindset. She makes an impact without making enemies, plays smart, plays hard, and actually respects the game. Carter's fans may call it unfair, but the truth is simple. If you're not a team player, teams move on. The Sky saw a chance to build a stronger squad. No distractions, no drama. And they took it. It's not personal, just business.
At first glance, the Chicago Sky trading the number 3 pick in the draft to the Mystics for Ariel Atkins could feel like a little bit of a desperate move, right? Chicago desperate to compete right now with Angel Reese after her rookie season. Of course, Camila Cardoso's rookie season as well. So I get that, and it's a nice rebuilding move by the Mystics.
So, what's next for Carter? Because let's be real, the WNBA isn't exactly lining up to sign her. She's a free agent, but that means nothing if no team wants the baggage. This isn't about talent. Carter can hoop, no doubt. But being a pro isn't just about skill. It's about mentality, attitude, and knowing that basketball is a team sport, not a solo act. Right now, she's looking like the player nobody picks at the pickup game. And unless she does some serious damage control, this could be the end of her WNBA career.
Last year due to Carter's behavior, which apparently went unchecked by former coach Teresa Weatherspoon. There was concern within the team regarding how re-signing Carter would impact the Sky's chances of landing other free agents. And likely this was a joint decision that was made between the GM and the new head coach Tyler Marsh.
Chicago has moved on, focused on winning with Atkins. Meanwhile, Carter is left wondering where it all went wrong. Not just one mistake, but a season full of them. She went from controversy to free agency with no takers. After making Caitlin Clark her target all season, she's now staring at an empty 2025 schedule. It could have been different. If she focused on her game instead of the drama, she might still have a spot. But she chose the villain role, took cheap shots, and dismissed Clark. Now, instead of guarding Caitlin, she'll be watching from her couch, scrolling through WNBA highlights without her name.
She turned to you a little bit after the fever
I ain't
score.
answering no Caitlin Clark questions.
Did she say anything to you?
I don't know what she said.
What'd you say to her?
I didn't say anything. That's enough.
The first part of Carter's downfall was completely avoidable. Plenty of players have had rivalries but still kept enough professionalism to maintain their careers. Carter, however, took it too far. She wasn't just aggressive on the court. She brought that same energy to social media, interviews, and interactions. Now, with no team willing to take a chance on her, she's learning the hard way what happens when you become a problem instead of a player. The irony? Caitlin Clark, the very person Carter tried to humiliate all season, is thriving. Not only is she in the league, but she's becoming its biggest star, while Carter's hearing nothing but silence in the form of 0 contract offers. Clark is gearing up for what could be an MVP-caliber season, landing endorsements, breaking records, and proving that true talent and professionalism will always rise to the top.
And that's what Caitlin Clark has done. Caitlin Clark has changed the industry. She is bigger than the WNBA. There is not a player in the NBA right now who could come in and be bigger than the NBA. For what it's worth, LeBron James at 40 is not bigger than the NBA. When LeBron James retires, we won't blink. I'm being real. People will not blink. They'll keep watching.
Carter's options are now limited. If no WNBA team wants her, she's left with either playing overseas or taking a long break from basketball. And let's be real, once a player leaves the WNBA, a return isn't guaranteed. Front offices have long memories, and Carter's reputation isn't exactly helping her case for a comeback. This is one of the biggest career flops in recent memory. She had the talent, she had the potential, but she threw it all away over pettiness. Instead of elevating her game, she tried to tear down someone else's. And now the league has spoken. There's no room for that. While Caitlin Clark is out there making history, Carter will be at home, watching, wondering, and hopefully learning the hard lesson that respect matters. Talent can only take you so far. Character is what keeps you in the game.
Teammates to the games, even just when we were trying to make the playoffs, it was a hard fight. Y'all know I went down, I had a foot injury, which cost a lot of games at the end of the season. We ended up losing to Washington. I didn't play. We lost to Indiana. I didn't play that game. I missed a couple of games to where, maybe if we had our whole lineup, we could have had a better outcome. But as far as that, there's a lot of just narratives being spent, and from my standpoint, I had a great time, and this was one of the best seasons that I ever had in my career. And I'm not going to allow anybody to downplay it like it went bad, because it didn't go bad. It was the best season that I've had in my life. Shooting-wise, playing-wise, living-wise, it was a great experience for me personally.